It's Hart, and I'm back. And I know that I said I was just going to go do lunch, but then right next to where we went out to lunch, there was a Ross, and I got distracted in the Ross, and you know how it can go. A lot of time passed by. But what I'm going to do now is gather my supplies on what I think I'm going to need when I eventually put the book together. I have the 12 by 12 paper, and I'm going to cut it down and decide as I make this book what are the extra things that are going to need to go into the kits. I did decide that because I don't like the cover and I love the way it looks when there's gold foil, that I cut a small bit of foiled looking tissue paper so it's easy for people to apply it. Let me see, is this, yeah, it's just one part, to the front, so I can get rid of the child part of the front. But let's just get to making, and this will help me decide if there's anything extra that needs to go into the kit. These are already prepared from my last live that I did earlier this afternoon. These are all the things that I cut out, and when people get whatever this kit ends up being, they'll all be cut like this in advance and pulled apart like this in advance, and then they can use these bits to make the book however they want. So I am going to rearrange just a little bit. Take these bits out for the bookmaking and put it in here, because I'm notorious for losing things. My scissors and stuff there. And then I can put my little things, the embellishments, in this box. If they fit. The reason I'm doing that is because I need to get better at being random. And so I am going to go through and go by size, obviously. Once I get my initial pages in there, I'll use these somewhat randomly throughout the book, wherever it feels like it needs to be. And you guys can decorate your book in whatever process you're currently working on, whatever your style is, if you get one, or if you decide to play along. Isn't that funny? I sound like a little school teacher. Well, if you want to play along. Alright, that's too big. This all comes out. I do think I'm going to end up adding to this kit so much that this book is not going to close. So I'm going to have to keep it kind of skinny. I have to keep working on that. Alright, this I don't need to rip and size and do the cover just yet. The first thing I want to do is, these are the 5 12 by 12s. It's expensive to mail 12 by 12. So what I'll do is I'll cut them to the size that needs to be folded. And get some advice from you guys at some point to see, should I just already make them to size? I mean, it'd be kind of cute if I made them into pie. This one doesn't really fit the style. That's okay. It goes in my book, so it's the least fitting of the bunch. And the style is Egyptian. So, alright, what size do I need? That's what I'm going to go with first. That's a single sheet. Alright, here's a double. I just want to make sure that when I open up whatever it is, it fits. Alright, it's a little less than 10.5 by precisely 7. Okay. So our goal is to make each of these 10.5 by 7. Now one of them could be a folder. I could do the folders in advance for people. So if I take it to 7, yeah, let's do that. Let's make this one a folder. And I don't know if I have my little foldy thing out, so we'll just do it, we'll wing it this way. Move this out of my way so you can see. And I am just going to fold it at the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll make a folder this way. It would have helped if I would have put my paper up a little higher so I can make it square. There we go. I'm just going to use my metal ruler to create my fold line to create a pocket. Boo back at ya. I'm such a geek. Alright. You guys know I love pockets. There are never too many pockets. So I'm going to do another pocket. Alright, so I need it to be 7 inches wide. And when I say wide, I mean tall. So it fits in the book this way. And maybe this is how I'll mail them to the folks. And that'll be the plan. That way they can choose to make the pocket if they want, or choose to use the scraps for embellishments. Like a bad penny. I think I'm the bad penny. Alright, the next one I want to do is a fold on, what did I say, it's 10.5 inches. So I'll do a fold at 10.5. So I know it's 12, 11, 10.5 is right there. And it's much easier if I have it open. And could I have my scoreboard out right now? Yeah, I could. Do I want to? No, not really. So I'll fold it right there. And I'll use my straight line of my eyeballs to make the pocket. You're going to lurk while you pack mail. Well, that is perfectly fine with me. Okay. I have this pretty little tuck spot right here that just happened. I could trim this little corner off. That'll be the plan. Let's just trim this one off. And I'm going to get to do a making. Let me see something. I really feel like doing something different on this one that I've not done before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and just above this fold line right here, I'm just going to trim a straight line there. Fold that back out. And this will hold this pocket, and this is going to flip around. And I have a little tuck here, a little decoration there. And I don't really like the straight lines. I'm going to trim him in and trim him in. Every time I got to make it a little bit different. I just don't know how to be the same all the time. Yeah, I like that better. Let's do that. And we're just going to put a line there. Let me get my tape. I don't know what I did with my, oh, there it is. And I'll start using the tape to make the, oh, I don't want to tape it up yet. I want to get rid of the bulk right there, because that's going to happen. So let's fold you here. You guys see me winging it. I'm not giving directions on this because I'm just winging this one. She is wonderful, isn't she, Luce? All right, here we go.
Where would you like to go?
What did she think I was saying? Oh, goodness. Where would you like to go? You guys see my watch talking to me. What did I say that made my watch talk to me? I don't know. All right. And I'm going to trim just this little edge off. If you guys want a tutorial on folders, I've done one of those in the past. I could do a special little one. I don't know. I just don't feel like doing it all perfect today. There we go. Now we have that. See that? I still think that needs a little Y up that way. I'm just eyeballing it again. There we go. And see how this, ooh, oh, that does look good. I like that. Look how perfect these 3 little flowers are. This perfect little flower over there. Oh yeah, and this is going to make a nice tuck. This will have to get glued right there. So let's do that one first. Can I use this piece right here? Mama says, yep, I can. You won't even notice. Okay, maybe I'll notice. That'll work. Think I'd rather use a scrap. All right. I need 9 of these now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What I did was, a long time ago, I took a photo album, a very vintage photo album, and it had those pockets that are the magnetic pockets, and it had destroyed all the photos in the album, family photos, and they were all blued out. I don't know how it took the color out like that, but it did. But the only thing good about the photo album was this little part right here that nobody wrote on, and I liked it, so I kept it. And it's thick, and it's authentically vintage, has like a cool color to it, and there's some kind of a way that it bled onto here in a couple of spots, but that's okay. But you know what'll make it nice is it'll be a good fold right here for closing these off. And I can do it that way. See how long I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, exactly 5 inches. I should have known that. So let's see where 5 inches takes me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Oh, it's thick. These are going to get set aside because as I decide I need something for mine, I'll set it aside for other people so they get one too. Okay, and I'll fold this in half. Yes, a score would have been much nicer on this because it's so thick. I know, I know. Let's use the back of my scissors. I do have a bone folder right next to me too. Look at this. Now I look professional. It looks like I know what I'm doing. All right. So I'll cut this in a little bit. Cut that in a little bit. Let's go back to my pocket. See how we feel about you now. Let's put you up this way. Yeah, that's going to look nice right there. I might cover that up later. I might leave it. All right, that feels good. I'm not going to ink this book at all, I don't think. Watch, I'll bring out the ink later, but I like it so far. Okay, yep, I'm good. So I'm going to unfold this little pocket we created. We'll put this piece on last. We know we're going to need a piece right there. And that'll be a tuck spot. That I can apply now. We'll just wait. When I open this up, this guy's doing just fine on his own as a tuck spot. Let's give him an angle just cause. Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that at all. Let me fix this. Let me give you more of an angle this way. See if that helps the look. A little bit. I don't know, why did I do that? Well, I said I wasn't going to ink it, but now I'm going to ink it. That's just how it's going to go. I'm looking for scrap paper. Anywhere, here we go. I have scrap paper. What is this? Oh. My very last person from the last auction just paid. So in the first auction, there was one person who never paid and didn't get their items. And as of today, every single person who bid in the last auction paid. I find that awesome. Alright, that's fine. That's good enough. I don't know. I'll figure something out about it. Probably have to embellish it to make me feel good about it. But I don't need to put glue there. I do need to put a strip right there. So that's what I'm going to do next. Why is this taking me so long today? And I'm just going to attach it from the fold line out. Well, hello, lovely Rose. And your pouch not only arrived safely, I was going to send you a message about it later this afternoon to let you know that your donation is already out in the mail. It's already mailed off to the individual who won your item. Okay, I don't need to attach the bottom because when I fold this up, it gives me a nice attachment there. I don't need to attach this, but I am ready to close this. Oh, I like that. A little tuck right there. Alright, this one needs to be finished, so I'll just throw you on the edge. And get you all lined up as close to the edge as I can get. And they looked so much better in person, Rose. So what Rose did was make some Valentine's embellishments for the last auction, and they were absolutely adorable. They were really cute. Alright. I was thinking and I couldn't think and do at the same time. I need a new brain in order to do both. I used to be able to multitask and switch gears quickly anyway. Now, when I'm switching gears quickly, I'm trying to think of a bicycle reference and nothing is coming into mind. So you can get, my brain just does not work in the same way that it used to work. It just doesn't. You know what? That's okay. I can survive that. Alright, now we have a cute little pocket. This one's ready to go, and I'll double check my fold. It's nice and smooth. This is going to be one of the pages in the book. And you just go right here. I don't think I want to put anything more than one pocket, because like I said, I want to keep it small. So 7 by 10.5, I'll cut them all that and just fold it in half. That gives me a lot of scraps to work with for embellishments too. I like that. And they all just fell on the floor. That would be me. I should have 4 pieces left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are there any that have a particular up? This is an up. So then we need to make sure the 7 goes this way. And then the 10.5 goes this way. Probably shouldn't even do the 10.5. And the reason I say that is when I do the folds, then I can get a nice trim by running the rotary cutter back and forth. But I'm not going to be able to do that for everybody because not everybody's going to have a rotary cutter. So with that said, let's just do 10.5 this way so it'll be similar to everybody else. Okay, so now I have the first question. Oh my gosh, that's fabulous that you have an Egyptian thing. I have something that I broke some rules for, but it's so old that it's okay to break the rules for. Where did I do that? Is it in here? I'll show it to you. It's just too cool. I don't know what I did with it, so when I run across it, I'll show it to you. But it's all the Egyptian stuff. What the hieroglyphs mean. And I have no idea what I did with it. So it's in here somewhere. Alright, well, these are the ones that need to be folded. I'll get back to showing you what it is when I run across it. But oh, wait. I found it. It's right here. Isn't this cool? I broke the rules by printing it because it was in my childhood stuff. And I just printed it front and back and then trimmed off the white, and it looks just like the one from my childhood stuff, which is horrible. I shouldn't have done that. I wish I could just get a hold of whoever this is and say I want to get multiples, but that's where I broke the rules. But it has how to translate the hieroglyphs. It's like my favorite piece that's going to go in this book. So don't do as I do. And because we're auctioning this off for personal use and we're not actually selling the product, we're making donations and they receive a product in return. That's how I get around it. Oh, did I already cut this? Yeah, I did. So these should all be the right width. Make sure, do a quick test. Oh, they're not. I didn't already cut it. Look at that. I'm such a dork. So let me bring it back out. Not these. Bring it back out and trim them all to 10.5. Oh, thank you for the link. I rarely come back and watch my own videos, which I should. I really should. Just to make sure I don't bore the crap out of you guys. Well, then how come 10.5 didn't work? That's definitely too wide from my perspective. Let's see this page. Should be this number times 2. Yeah, 5 1/4 should be 10.5. All right. Excuse me. Sorry. All right, I'm going to fold it, and if we need to do any trimming, we'll just figure out how to do it nice and smooth. And we're going to have 5 sheets for this. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to figure out how many signatures I need. That will help me determine whether or not I can make this a Midori and pre-do it for everyone. Because if it's a Midori, I can do 3 or 4 signatures in it pretty easily. If it's not a Midori, and we stitch it in, yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. Hey there, Julia. And if I've missed anyone that's come in, then please let me know. All right, these are going to be embellishments that get popped in. I'm hoping to keep it to 4 signatures. My pockets could... Ooh, I could do a Midori with 5 signatures. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for 5 signatures. See if this works. We know we want to keep these together. Why? Because I really want to. That's a single embellishment. Now, this is why, is because these 2 pages should be next to each other. Now, what I don't like about it is it still has the top and bottom. These are the ancient Egyptian gods. So this chapter is going to be all about the ancient Egyptian gods. And then I'll have to figure out how to keep it this way. Oh, it's only 1 page like that? Crap. So let's take this page, pull him out, So one of these days when I'm not on such a public situation, you guys have to remind me to tell the story of Thoth. But it should be around Halloween because it'll creep the crap out of you guys. All right. So then this, it won't fit in here unless I do it sideways. We could do it sideways. All right, done. This whole chapter will be fine all by itself. I'm going to trim off the top and bottom. And the reason I'm so detailed on this is because if somebody buys one of these and makes it the same, that's totally cool for them to do that. I think that's too many pages for me to cut, so let me do just 2 at a time. Fold it in half. Trim off the bottom because I don't need to see the page numbers. Open this back up so I go in the right order. I really don't like that kid there either, so we might decorate over that. And this is in the middle. Go like this. Let me get one of these. Let's do this one because I think this will look good here. This will be one chapter like that, and this pocket will hold this story. Well, hello, lovely Malia. I feel like I should sing when Malia joins us. Ooh, I can't do that one upside down. So, question for you guys. The cold is not going to come all the way down south, all the way here to Florida. But how many of you guys are going to be impacted by the cold? I'd really like to know that, because I do worry about you guys. Alright, this one I'm going to fold in half because it looks like I can still get the story on both sides. And this is about Thoth. This one's about Kanzu. Tucked in like this, it gets hidden. I should have a little pocket right there. Darn it, and I have already glued it together. That would have looked good. Oh, wait. I have good news. I can put it right there. That works. Alright, so we'll make this. Do we want to make it a pocket? Do we want to make it a fold out? Let me see. Let me see if this is part of their story. Ra, the most powerful of all gods, heard a prophecy that the child, blah, 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 blah. Nope, this is part of the regular story. Alright, this is good. So this is just one of the stories. I don't mind leaving that in there because it's not about the Disney story. And then this will stay good. Could just put this guy here. That works. No, I don't like him there. How about here? Ooh, there it goes. He wrote the Book of the Dead. That's just peeking through. Somebody could find that. Alright, chapter 1. Where are we at with this guy? Are these still about the same things? These are all good parts of the story. Page all by itself. Does it need to be anything? No. Alright, so then... Ooh, that's exciting, Debbie. Debbie, I have to go check those out now. Okay, here we go. I think I watched the first one. But I don't recall. I'm so behind on video. So if I haven't seen it, then I'm going to have to check it out. trimming the top and bottom off because I don't want page numbers in the book. And I personally don't mind. I'm leaving the page numbers on and the top part of the story on for those who want to keep it. All right, let me see. I don't have to keep this at a particular order because each one of the pages has its own start and finish except there, but that could be covered up with something. This has to do with Demon Days, but I'm not going to worry about it. And this one, did it end with Demon? Nope. That's fine. This page. Oh, this is the one that has the loose pages in it, and I want to figure out how to put it together. It's pretty easy to do that. Do I have a top and bottom I'm going to worry about? No, just the page number there. Yeah, I have a top and bottom I don't want. So let's do that first. Oh no, I did too many, I think. Bye, Rose, you take care. Oops, I can't see the bottom. I like that jacket. All right, trim off the bottom just a little bit. Oh, nope, it can't be just a little bit. I want to get this whole blue off, the whole number off. There we go. And I'm not saving any ephemera now. Now I'm just trimming and tossing. All right, put little muffin bucket right there. Get my washi tape. So I'm not going to be mailing washi tape with this kit. So what I recommend, no, I know this is really good sticky washi tape. It doesn't come off very easy. So I'm not going to worry about this. If you guys use washi tape that seems to come up easy and you're doing this, just make sure that you put Elmer's glue on either side of it. And I'm just going to use the washi as my way of attaching the two pages. I'm not going to worry, I'm not going to stress that it's not a perfect lineup. Right? You guys don't stress about things like that either, right? Well, hello there, Sharon. All right, here we go. And we're going to line up, we're going to line up. It wants to listen to me. It really does. There we go. All right. 1, 2. Uh-oh. I think I folded it the wrong way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's how it goes. And that's the end, the little muffin right there. How in the heck did I have the snake going this way? I guess it was like this. Oh yeah, that's how it was. So this will be the front. This will be the inside. This will be the middle. It tells me to breathe. Now I can put more on the outside of this one. Let me see if this goes on the outside. I want to do 4, remember? This one's chubby, deserves its own. These ones should be on their own when they have like the necromancer and the healer and all that stuff. This could go. Where does this one go to? Magical Places, that could be its own. This one looks to be all by itself also. We'll put this one here. And put this one here. This could go on the front. I can live without the back side of that. Alright, we'll add that later. I may be doing less than 4 signatures. Alright, there's signature number 2. So I don't like this page or this page, so I'll just make that a pocket by sticking the 2 together. That's fine. Make sure we do that right. So we'll stick those 2 pages together. This one will get decorated. This one needs some cover. We already went through those and like them. This page is perfect on its own. Perfect on its own. I like the story of that. That's the ending. This needs cover. All right. Do I have another one where I don't like it? No, I don't. See if I can fold it this way. No, I don't want to cover that up. All right, so I'm just tinkering with it, guys. Sorry it's taken me so long to figure out what order is. Sharon, I have seen that little cutter at Michael's just very, very recently. Maybe it was in Joann's, but I saw it hanging up on the wall by all the cutting stuff. All right, it could have been Hobby Lobby too. One of the crafting stores, they do have it. And it's so useful because it cuts through up to 4 sheets. But we're going to call that one chapter. This one goes by itself. Ooh, I have an idea too. That contents one. Let's do... No, I don't like that. I was going to say let's do an idea where we glue it down here and have it flip, but I don't like it. It could work going this way. That would be kind of cute. Then it flips in and out. Would have to make sure it doesn't come all the way to the fold. Yeah, let's do that. That's what I want to do. That's what we're going to do. And then I just need to find my tape. I don't know what I did with the little one. We'll do this one. And I could do a glue stick. I know. I could. I'm not. And I could cut them all to where I don't see the page numbers or the little top part, but I think I'm just going to decorate it from that point. There we go. And all I'm doing here is making a pocket by putting a top and bottom, because if it's folded it won't go through. But you know what, just so I don't worry about it slipping through, because we're going to do it Midori most likely, I'll put a bottom one too. It is really cool for the small cuts. I totally agree with you. All right, this is where I personally like wet glue better than dry glue like this, because I just don't want to mess up. There we go. And go to the fold. All right. Make sure we didn't mess it up. Yeah, it's okay. Open like this. Open like that. This page will be covered. We can go ahead and cover it now if we feel like it, but I don't feel like it. This is chapter 2. I really don't know how I feel about this paper being in the book, so we'll do this one for chapter 2. All right. Magical places, definitely strong enough for a chapter. All of the animals. There's not even a good spot to fold this. Let's trim off the edge here. I have enough right here that I could do some taping. All right, this one has an ugly back and an ugly back. Ugly back, ugly back. Well, that's all good. What do we have here again? I like this information, so it's going to go in the middle. Oh, these could just be put into pockets. So that means I'm changing this. Take this guy. Well, put a pocket somewhere else. So put you right here. If I make them perfectly in the middle, that's in the middle, right? No. If I make them perfectly in the middle, that'll work. And then I could hide the Midori thing. All right, chapter 1, chapter 2. This one goes in the pockets. Am I making it skinny enough? Nope, we can trim a little more out and make them skinny enough. Now he's skinny enough to fit in this little pocket. And he fits there. Ooh, but we didn't like the back of it. That's right. I might just attach it to something else. Nope, that's not working either. So you're going to lose the outside here, and you are going to be this one. That's fine. Because I think these can just be lined up. I don't know, I'm still struggling with it. I am. It's not working for me. I don't like it. So I'm going to stick it in the pocket for right now and come back to it in a bit. Put this on the inside, because I'm probably going to end up using it. Let's see if they all fit here. The big one fits there. The little one fits here. And these tiny two fit there. Yeah, that could work. Yes, I do talk to myself this much. I really do. We'll put you on the inside. And that chapter's done. And this chapter, the 4th chapter, is all little. And that works. Yep, we can do it Midori. Walk like an Egyptian. Now I'm going to be singing that song. Alright. That is the deal. We can make 4 signatures. So if we make 4 signatures, just to make everybody happy, I can definitely do a Midori with that. I don't really like these personally. Other people can use them. Actually, that's not half bad. Oh, it gives the directions on what to do to make a pyramid. Cute. You guys can do them. I don't want them. Put that in there. Let me see. I have an X-Acto knife I'm going to use because I just want to cut the center piece very lightly. Don't worry that it's messy. There we go. Huh, it says the number 8. Somebody wrote in there. Wasn't me. Alright. And just because I think the wood would be nice with this, I'm going to do the wood. And we know it's 7 inches, so I'm just going to do a quick trim of 7 inches of my duct tape. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yes, I do just eyeball it. You guys can do it all your fancy ways, but I'm a simple person. What is the deal right there? It bunched just a little bit right there. So I'm going to try a different way of doing this. I'll show you in a second what I'm thinking, but I need to trim off this extra little bit of sticky on both sides because I don't want it to cause havoc later. And for the people who buy these books, I can go ahead and just reinforce the inside for you guys if you ask me to. If you want to do it yourself, I won't do it. Yeah, I can't pull that up, but that's kind of pokey. It's annoying. Oh, look, it almost looks like the word family. I bet it was. These scraps are nice. I'll use that for something. Yep, look at that. We can use it for these. Put one on each side right here. That's the plan. And my glue stick disappeared. Oh, there it is. The only reason why I'm doing this is I can see just a hint of the white right there. Don't make fun of me for touching the glue. Don't do it. You know you don't want to do it. You're lucky I'm not just making a big old mess with my glue stick here, because that's what I do. Don't know what I did with my big piece of paper. Don't just lick it. Stick it. Maybe I'll just put it on one side. That's fine. The other side's perfect. I might want to use that flower thing for something else. Alright, and I need this. Did you guys hear me grunt when I bent over? Oh my gosh, I grunted. Alright, I need this. I need my thread. This is my first time using this thread. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. Let me see. 1. If I don't like it, I'll give you a thicker thread. 2, 3, 4. 1 to grow an inch. I did 5 because I have 4 signatures. That's why. I'm going to poke 2 holes, and yes, I just eyeball it. I have my pokey tool and my thread. What I don't have that I need to put in everybody's kit is a button. For when you stitch it together. I need to make sure I have a pretty thick needle. Most people will have a thinner needle. I need to make sure it goes through. And it does, so we're good. So I'll probably choose a button out of this little gold section for you all. They're pretty. Okay. And I'm going to put 2 little holes at the top. This really is how easy it is. 1 little hole. Find the middle. Second hole. They're side by side, don't worry. Go to the bottom, eyeball about the same spot. 1 little hole. Are you guys sick of seeing me make Midori books by now? But I just love them that way. I get to take them out and decorate them on whatever page I feel like decorating. Second hole. Alright. I don't know if I'll put a hole in the middle yet. I might. Big old needle. Tiny little thread. Get through there. Alright. So when I do this, I am just going to start by going into hole 2. There we go. Then I'm going to come through. Make my button, and then make sure that this comes all the way out. You guys even see this. I feel like I'm using the shiny so you can see it, and it's still hard to see. All right, I'm going to go into hole 1 from the outside to the inside. See right there, just into hole 1. And it came unthreaded again because I have a really big needle and a really tiny thread. All right. I'm going to pull it through until I have what I feel like is a good bookmark. Okay, this will be my good bookmark. Today, I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and tie it. I'm going to try this because I don't usually do it this way. Over, under, over. Not that I don't usually tie a knot like that. It's just I don't usually tie it at the top before I keep going. Alright, this is going to be my bookmark. Now, you want to have a little bit of tension. So I'm going to go down to hole 3. Being careful not to poke myself because I am notorious for that. pull it through. From the outside of the book into the book, I'm going to go in from hole 4. And I'm coming to the inside. I'm about to have 2 signatures. So then I go back up to hole 2. This is why I like the curved upholstery needle. And I've come out of hole 2. And what you see here, which I thought was going to be easier to see because it's gold, but you see I have 2 signatures so far. I'm going to go to the front of the book, make sure that I'm not making a mess. So I want to pull my bookmark out of the way, and I want to go through my button again. If you can't go through your button, it's not a big deal. I'm going to pull out of my button. Go back into hole 1. And pull that through. Okay, I'm going to come down from hole 1 to hole 3. And go into hole 3. And you assume you don't lose your thread. At some point, you guys are going to be laughing at me. All right. So down into hole 3. I have 3 signatures now, and I think I've threaded it 3 times now. There we go. From the outside to the inside. You always know wherever you are, you just want to go back through on that same side. You're not crossing around the top of the book. If you're doing that, then you're missing a step. You're going in from the wrong direction. There we go. And now we're about to have our 4th signature as I go to the top. And I'm going to go up to the top for my 4th signature. Out through hole 2. So then there's 4 here. I'm going to go through my button one more time. Assuming that I thread it. Which, you know, big needle, little thread, and no, I didn't tie it. And yes, my hands are shaking. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to go out of the button one more time, if it wants to. And now I have all 4 of these. This one's loose because I'm holding it right here. I don't want to make it too tight, which is fine. Seriously, I'm threading the needle again. This is what happens when I do it on a live. All right. Big needle, little thread. I go through hole 1 for the last time. And pull it all the way through. I'm going to tie this to that bookmark that you saw earlier. Over, under, over. And I always say that to keep you from doing the accidental, what do they call that? The sissy knot? Isn't that kind of a little sexist? At least in the boating community, that's what they called it. If you went over, under twice, and then it comes out with a, what they called the sissy knot. I'm going to just trim this. And this is the bookmark. I'll create a knot down at the bottom. Just because you guys can put your own danglies on it if you want. But I like it with just a simple knot. And bam, we have our 4 signatures. They're not decorated yet, but we have them how we want them. So signature 1. Oh, I don't want that to be signature 1. Let's just make that signature 3. It's started. I'll have this one be signature 4. Why? Because I like it. M-O-U-S-E. These Disney things make me want to sing Mickey Mouse songs. Alright, that's signature 4. And signature 2. Actually, let's put you here. Kind of gonna hide this one because the Scrabble idea isn't cutting it for me. Not for an Egyptian book, but that's okay. Nobody else is gonna get that one but me. And then let's do this one. This is my favorite signature. It's the history. And now it folds. And I don't want to put too many embellishments where it doesn't fold. So we can flip through it and it looks like a book now. A book that hasn't been decorated, and we'll go page by page and embellish it. What time are we at? 5:20. I'm going to have to go make dinner. Isn't it funny? I just go from food to food. Yeah, this is going to be easy to embellish. But I take a long time to embellish things. Ooh, I don't really like this page, so we'll just cover him up. I'll leave the white for simple things. Maybe I'll just do this tomorrow. Oh, this is where we did the flip out. Isn't that cute? You can't even tell. It's just cute. Yeah, we'll definitely embellish that. And then it's loose. It's meant to be loose. So we can take the pages out and embellish them as we want to. I might cover Cute Muffin because I don't want to hear about the whole Sadie stuff and Disney stuff. And keep it to just Egyptian history with the other stuff that I want to do. But this part of the book is done. Just making it a book. This tuck isn't very tight. I could put it there and it'll be tighter. Yeah, let me do that. I'm going to trim this one just a little bit more. Yeah, they'll both fit. I'll put just a little dab. Oh, actually, don't even do a dab. Let's do this. Just a little piece of tape. It's cork and adorable. Now I can cover up where I really didn't want to have that mess right there. All right. Now you fit. I'll figure out what to do with those guys as I think about it. And because they're different sizes, you can put some at the top and some at the bottom, and it looks cute that way. And that's the end. Now it looks like a book, and then this is done. Now, if you want to, and you don't want people to be able to see that last page, you can actually glue these two pages together, but I like how this one looks. And I like how the red page looks, so I'm not going to do that. But if you want to, you could do that. All right, that part's done. The cutesy little thing's done. Oh, I thought I had a stray. The button fits. I feel like this is going to be pretty easy to take off. I don't want stickers on the front of the book. But when it is, all right, it's easy to take off. I don't like that it says cane, but that's okay. Oh, and you can go right here. I can put something inside. Sticker comes off, sticker sticks on. He's good to go. This right here I'm taking off too. It just looks too young for me. And I'll come back, and that's what this is for, is to cover the front of the book. I don't even know that I want to keep the word survival guide either. Now for me, I will either do 50-50 Elmer's glue with water, I could do Mod Podge because it's sitting right next to me. If you want, you can do tacky glue and water to apply the tissue. Whatever glue you want to. But I'm going to do that with my tissue paper. And then I'll keep layering my tissue paper until I like it. I will leave this one, I think. We'll see how it looks when I'm done. Don't you love that at the library? We can get things like that. And you can turn them into other books. I have so many different kinds of... Oh my gosh, look at that. That's perfect. Well, I might just rip you. Alright. And I'm talking to myself now, guys, because that's just what I do. Scissors? Yeah, these will work. Do I want to just lay it flat and square and just have it like that? Nah, let's just rip it. I think I like it ripped better. And I'll just layer all the rips. Once I do this, though, I'm going to need to let it dry. Look at me making multiple videos. This should have just been a 2-part video. But we've made it into a book. At least one part of it's done. I'll need the extra for the overlaps. And these are good square edges. All right. I don't want to get any glue on this. And I can definitely get glue there, so that's fine. And I'll use matte medium just because that's what's currently in my bottle. I don't know that it matters, my little rinse-off bottle. Alright, all I'm going to do is just put on a layer of glue. Like I said, there's all different kinds of glue you can use. I didn't feel like mixing anything up. I'm going to start from the middle because that's what I feel like doing. And just lay one down. And yes, I know, I use too much glue. It's my prerogative. That's what I want to do. It's my prerogative. Who sang that song? My Prerogative? Does anybody know? You guys never knew I was so messy, did you? Oh! Look at that. I made it wrinkle. I like the wrinkle sometimes. I'm just not in the mood for the wrinkle right now. I never knew that the Book of the Dead actually came from the Egyptians and that they were buried with them. I think that's kind of crazy. Not crazy bad, but crazy interesting. Oh, you know you want to lay up there flat? You got rules to follow. There we go. If you're doing it with a glue stick, then I recommend using a credit card to help you smooth it out. Nice square edge right there. Yep, wrong one. Let's just put you up here somewhere. Nice square edge. Yep, there you go. There's something right about the red coming through the gold for me, because it's this paper, even though it looks like it's white, when it's wet it looks like that gold's coming through. I like that. I'll put you at the top here. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do this, and somebody's saying, I know how to do it better. That's totally cool that you can do it better. I am not claiming to be fabulous at any one thing. It's just something I love to do, and it makes me happy. I also think that it feels good when you're touching the smooth out there. There you go. When you're touching the foil tissue. We'll save this one. I might need to rip more tissue. Oh, that's too much, woman. Too much. Trying to pick it up. Oh well. I guess it's too much. A little bit. There we go. That little bit works. I don't know. What do you think? I like tissue on books. I think it looks nice. And I know they had a prettier cover than I did, because they had that where you can move it, whatever you call that. What do you call that when it's three-dimensional? You look at it one, well, it's not three-dimensional, but it changes the image. All right, I have the rest of these now. Let's see if I can lay these out. Good corner. Might have to rip this one up at the top a little bit. You know you want to go right there. Yes, I talked to my paper. Oh, don't you bubble on me. It does listen back to me sometimes. It obeys sometimes. It's not often. Oh, you guys had no idea I was such a goof. Oh, wait, maybe you did. You know how many things I could be doing or should be doing right now, and instead I'm crafting this book? You know, it feels good, though. All right, I think I actually was able to make it. My husband is starting dinner. You know what that means? It means I have to get going, and this is going to be drying. But he's so kind to already be cutting the stuff up. I'm making a coq au vin for dinner, which is chicken and wine. And I'm really hoping that I can get all this done with what I'm holding in my hands. And guess what? Almost. We're getting close. It's a chance. There we go. Once it dries, it'll look better. And I'll put this back in my little thing of water. And we'll add some other embellishments once it dries. I mean, I could put something like this right over the top, but I think that cheapens it a little bit. Could put something like this on the side. No, definitely not. How about some lace? Yeah, we could do that. I'll just trim out the lace like it's a corner. And I don't know if you want to even call this lace. I don't know. But I'm going to trim it out. Glue this little section on. And this will be included in everybody's too. And people can use the lace however they want, or whatever you want to call this crochet stuff. Is it crochet? I don't think it's crochet. What is it? Pull this out, put this in, attach this on. Now, if you want to do this with Elmer's glue, you can actually dip it in the glue itself. That's actually kind of cool doing it that way. I don't know if you've ever done it that way, but I like that. Oh, man. Get in there. And yes, it dries clear. And somebody's looking at me screaming about something right now. I'm sure I'm doing something. But I like the way it looks. And I have this glimmer mist made by Tattered Angels. I've never even opened it. But I just want to dip it in the middle of the circles. See what it does. See if I even like it. Yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't have done that, huh? It's okay. It's okay. It's too organized. So now that just means that I need to spray it. Shh, don't tell anybody. I'll put this underneath just in case I make a mess, because everybody knows I make a mess. There we go. And it's good enough. I have this fun stuff too. We could dust a little bit of that on there. Shh, don't tell anybody that I'm this messy. And yep, I'm just letting my paintbrush pick it up and spread it around. And then I'll have to wash my paintbrush after this, because I'm not a fan of glitter. Even though I like how it looks. Alright. I'm good with that. We'll put them in there. I'm going to wash my brush after. Ha! I went to put the lid on that. Oh, lordy goodness almighty. I got to find the lid to this. And I got to go make dinner. With that said, let this baby dry. This part of the book is done. And it'll do whatever it feels like doing. And set it up like this, and you can see that it looks like a normal book. Move my mess out of the way first. And head up about my ways. I don't want my magnet to hit anything, though. Alright, love and hugs, everyone. I'm heading out. I know I should use a clear matte medium, but I don't care. It's fine with me. It does dry where it doesn't look white. I know I already said goodbye, but I'm looking at it now, trying to decide while it's still wet, is there anything I want to do? But I like it.